Hey guys! So, it's been a minute since I've done a video, so I figured we should probably do one. And sorry, some of the other ones I was going to put out, I have one on law, a Texas law, and then there was one other one I was going to do. But those are being put on hold because I want them to be absolutely perfect. And unfortunately, I'm a perfectionist, so those are getting kind of put to the side for right now. But I thought I'd pop on here because I have free flowing thoughts, and this was something that, really irks me, that troubles me, is that when I'm speaking with other colleagues and we don't necessarily meet eye to eye, or somebody that may not be involved as a colleague and just a general person from the public, whether it be in the animal world, like hobby world, science world, or whatever, typically the common ground being these individuals typically don't pay attention to facts. I know we see this in society anyways. We see a lot of people that just kind of go with whatever they see that sounds true enough or that goes to their value system, and they decide, I'm going to believe that because it's the easiest thing for me to digest that appeases my value system or lack thereof, a value system. And so anyways, I had to write notes because ADD is a thing, and I'll just start going in different directions with a tangent. But I wanted to focus today's video on, can individuals have friendly debates about animal ethics topics? This has been something that is my favorite subject ever. I so love it. I have obviously so many books about this particular topic. I think it's interesting, the dichotomy between people that are more on the animal rights side of things versus the people that are, pro owning everything and anything they can get their hands on, and they should just be allowed to keep whatever they want without any punishments, because who cares about the environment? Who cares about animals in the wild? Let's put them in a cage indoors. Obviously, you see, it's been harder for me as my career's gone on, and what I've seen, the further and deeper that I went, my own value system got triggered. I'm a high integrity person, and it got to be something that's just, obviously, if you follow my channel and you've seen a few of my videos already, you know that I'm somebody that doesn't like people who go outside the system and do it for malicious or monetary reasons rather than for the animal. And that's something that comes to this, to the debate. Some of these books are super interesting because you see, there's one in particular, this one, I don't know if that's, hopefully that'll turn itself around. I don't know how that works with iPhones. Hopefully that reads The Animal Rights Debate. But, so in this one, it's literally two philosophy professors at a different college, I think different colleges, and they live on totally polar opposite ideas of the animal rights debates. I've read this in books also very similar with them. I think they even discuss it in this one. I believe they do. Their idea of using animals for medical reasons and stuff. And it was super interesting. I can get like what one and the other are saying, and I'm kind of like, oh, this is, so it puts me in this place of neutrality. And while neutral, but I'm neutral more animal welfare than animal rights. And if you don't know, animal rights are typically the extremists, the people that, don't want anybody keeping anything and want everybody to leave the environment alone. Unfortunately, I know human nature, and that's never going to happen. Conservation, the true definition of conservation is allowing humanity and the world to exist, to coexist. And that's conservation. Otherwise, we'd just be existing, right? And I think people get lost on that idea of conservation. But let's get back to, can individuals have friendly debates about animal ethics topics? Most people can't. I don't think our country was founded on friendly debates. It was usually social men's, clubs and stuff like that, where men would get together and discuss politics and business and stuff like that in a friendlier manner, with libations and cigars and stuff like that. And I think that it's easier to have these friendlier debates in a one-on-one setting. Unfortunately, I've had a guy that was a PhD at a conference. We were in the hospitality room at this conference, and we were all getting along just fine. And he's telling me about his work and what he's doing, and I debated him. Debate is not an aggressive thing. It is not, in my mind, it's not. It's just a friendly debate. I was just like, well, why do you say that? Or why is this? No, that's not gonna work. And unfortunately, it quickly became a very, very aggressive, on his side of it, thing. And it got ugly really, really quickly. People don't like to be, I guess a lot of people don't want to think that they're wrong. And I think we need to stop thinking that it's not okay to be wrong. It's 100% okay to be wrong. It's part of learning. To learn, to be an intellectual, to be considered an intellectual, you have to be at least a good portion open-minded about subjects, about topics. Allow yourself to be open to and challenged, because sometimes, that's the best way to evolve and to get to the place that we need to be as a society to help other people and to help our society. When you stay in that stagnant form and just keep to your own ideals, you're just being safe and protected and not challenged at all. And I think that unfortunately, a lot of sheep, there's far more sheep than shepherds on this planet. So if you're following everybody else, you're not a leader. You're a sheep. Sorry, not sorry. So I wrote on here, I said most likely not, but why? And I said the topic is a highly anthropomorphic one. People, when we're talking about animals, people love to anthropomorphize the situation or humanly apply how we are as a society to animals and how they should be treated and this and that. And, like the understanding of, conservation through preservation, which I find it rather a joke when you're talking about preserving a species on a completely different continent than the one that it's indigenous to. But people get very adamant about it because, again, it appeases their value system, and they're like, yay, I mentioned this to a few of my colleagues. It's a quote it's a rough quote from a Spice Girls song that I heard in the car, because, I was an 84 baby. So Spice Girls were my jam. And it was, I think Baby Spice had said it. It was just like, if you ignore your conscience, you can justify anything. And I loved that. I was like, oh my God, Baby Spice, you're so smart. I think Sporty Spice was like, Baby Spice, did you just read that from a book? But yeah, so I think that it's just too personal. It's an emotionally charged topic that most people don't want to move on. And I think it's just like the best one to debate people on. Not because I want to get them upset or anything like that. It's because I want to see what their motivation is. I think it really tells a type of person and what they're about when they answer those questions of where they lie and why they lie on which side of the animal rights debate. Again, animal rights is more like, absolute, no, human interference, leave them alone, we shouldn't have dogs. Could get quite extreme. Whereas I'm more animal welfare. I don't care that you have a pet tortoise. I care how you got it, how you're keeping it, is this ethical, sustainable, all that. That's what I care about, and that is more the animal welfare side of it. Like, so I'm animal welfare. So if anybody tells you otherwise, you heard it from me directly. I'm animal welfare. I am not against keeping. I do think that there's a lot of species of animals that should not be kept in captivity. And I have got pretty strong feelings on that. But for another video, where the dependency for humans to sustain or end life is in question. I put that as my last little bit before I say adios to you guys and I go run do my millions of other things I have to do. And that dog, my dog, needs to go potty. So I'm gonna try and wrap this up because we're already like almost 11 minutes in. When we talk about the dependency for humans to sustain or end life, when you give somebody so much power over another life, you get to play God, right? And, you know, unfortunately with laws, a lot of animals are seen as property. You know, you get into injuries with animals, it becomes property damage, not what happens to my poor little dog. They don't care. Laws don't read like that. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't read like that. A lot of people look at them as actual property. And then you got the people that think that they're their best friend or their child. And there's nothing wrong with that, but that's just how laws are written. That this is written as property. Again, another debate not a debate, I'm going to be debating myself. For another video, I'll do one about the history of animal laws pertaining to themselves, and in history, how in some periods of time, animals had rights, and went to court and everything. That was a super fun read. But yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think with it being an emotionally charged topic that it is easy to have conversations with other individuals with it. I challenge all the time any conversation, unfortunately, a lot of people are scared to put me on podcasts. I've had people offer and then tell me that I need to be careful with what I say and this and that, try to censor me. And unfortunately, this brain is uncensorable or unfilterable. So, I don't know. Anyways, any more questions below? You want me to do another type of video? I can do a part 2 of this if y'all have enough questions about what I've read from some of these books, what my take is on a specific topic within politics, zoo politics, animal rights, just my take on everything. And I'll do some more videos like this where I can just jump on real quick and do like a simple video. But have a great day, guys. Great day, night, whenever you're watching this. Yeah, if you see weird comments below, just ignore them. They're the haters. I don't know. Anyways, y'all have a great one. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.